Before you moved here, you told your friends you were looking at Amarillo. And what was the first thing they said? They probably made a face and they asked, doesn't it smell bad there? Amarillo does have a national reputation. People think you step off the plane and are immediately hit with a wall of odor everywhere you go, 24/7. As a realtor here at the Connie Taylor Group, I'm supposed to tell you, oh, that's just a myth. It smells like roses here. But I'm not gonna lie to you, because if I lie to you about this, then you're not gonna trust me on the price of your house or the other important things related to your house. So does Amarillo smell? Yes, sometimes, in some places. So today we're practicing radical transparency. I'm gonna show you exactly what that smell is, the science of when it happens, and most importantly, I'm gonna show you the wind map that proves why 90% of the city smells just fine, 90% of the time. So first, let's identify the source. We're in the Texas Panhandle, which is cattle country. We feed a massive percentage of the world's beef supply right here. Locals have a saying, that's the smell of money, and it's true because our economy depends on cattle. But the smell isn't coming from inside the city limits. Actually, it's coming from large feed yards, operations that are located primarily to the west and the southwest of the city, and a few way up north. The smell doesn't just happen randomly. It actually requires a perfect storm of weather. It usually happens in the evening when we get kind of an inversion layer, which means the air cools down and traps emissions close to the ground. Combine that with high humidity after a rain and a light breeze, and the scent tends to travel. On a hot, dry, 30-mile-per-hour windy day in July, you're not gonna smell a thing because the air's moving too fast. It's the slow, humid evenings where it settles in. But here's the data point that matters most for your home search: prevailing winds. If you look at this map, the massive majority of the time, especially in the spring and summer, our wind blows from the southwest to the northeast. The major agricultural centers are way out west. So when the wind blows from the southwest, where does it push the air? Well, it pushes it away from the main residential body of the city and more towards the industrial northeast side of town and out into the open plains. This is why you can be having a barbecue in the greenways in South Amarillo and never even notice a thing, while someone driving on the far west loop at the very same time might catch a whiff. The wind direction is everything. So let's apply this map to real neighborhoods. Where should you buy if your nose is sensitive? If you kind of look in South Amarillo, neighborhoods like the Colonies, the Greenways, City View, and even down into Canyon, you're probably geographically positioned south or southeast of major sources. The prevailing winds are almost always pushing the scent away from you. Do these areas ever smell it? Yes, absolutely. If we get a rare north wind on a humid night, it can certainly happen, but it is the exception and not the rule. The riskier zones though, well, as you move further west of Sauncey Road, like Loop 335 and out towards Bushland, you're getting physically closer to those agricultural zones. You're more likely to experience the odor on those inversion nights simply due to proximity. It comes down to this: are you willing to deal with 10 smelly nights a year to get an extra acre of land out of the west? Or do you want 2 smelly nights a year in a denser neighborhood south of town? Ultimately, we have to look that every city has a theme. Austin has impossible traffic. Dallas has $600,000 starter homes. Houston has humidity that feels like a sauna. Amarillo has occasional agricultural odors. But when you look at the cost of living, the lack of traffic, and the quality of people here, most of us decide it's really a trade worth making. It's not a daily nuisance. It's an occasional reminder of what powers our economy. We can help you navigate this. I'm Keegan. Thanks for trusting us with the truth. See you next time.